Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. In today's video I'm going to be going through pretty much all of my current graded card selection. Some of these cards are currently on eBay for sale, but the majority I would say are definitely for my personal collection, so we're going to go through the ones that are up for sale first. And we'll start with the Ace slabs. So first up we have the Sprigatito illustration rare from Triple B in an Ace Gem Mint 10. Do like Ace slabs, especially with the Ace labels, not much for the colour match. Houndoom. Now these will all be character rares slash illustration rares from Ace. Next up, one of my favourite ones, the Oranguru from VMAX Climax. I think the rest of these are all VMAX Climax. We have the Dusknoir in a Gem Mint 10. The Castform, also Gem Mint 10. There's one in all the Aces are in 10s. The Druddigon in a 10, whereas PSA are not. Next up we have the Bronzong in a Gem Mint 10. The Simeon, once again, Gem Mint 10. Yeah, I really like the Ace labels, how it matches the card. Some aren't perfect, but the majority definitely good. Alchemy in a 10. 4 or 5 more Aces to go. The Gardevoir in a 10. And the Frostmoth in a 10. As I say, at time of recording, all of these are currently listed on eBay. Kingdra in a 10. And last but by no means least, the Flapple in a 10. So that's it for the Ace cards. Next up we have a small pile of PSA that are also on eBay. Let me just get rid of these Ace slabs. Okay, so that is the pile of PSA that are currently on eBay. There is 3 more or 4 more somewhere else in the piles, but they are ones that I've overpriced just because I don't want to sell them. So first up we have a Near Mint 8 Charizard from Burning Shadows. We then have the Reshiram and Charizard tag team in a Mint 9. Followed by the Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX in a 9. So these are also on eBay. We then have the Charizard from the Radiant Collection in Generations in an Mint 8. Japanese, it's the Miracle Crystal or Crystal Guardians Charizard in a Near Mint 7. And it's the unlimited version, which is actually rarer than the first edition. I think that is it for Charizard. And then we have some Hidden Fates. We have the Tapu Lele Gold card, followed by the, I believe it's Tapu Bulu. Both those in Mint 9s. Then we have Daisy's Help from Pokemon 151 in a 9. A Regigigas 11th movie promo in a 10. Then have a Venusaur Secret Wonders theme deck, Venusaur in an 8. We have the Morgan from Ultra Shiny GX, Japanese trainer in a 9. Did have 3 of the 4 trainers, one of them has actually sold. Next up we have the Nita in a Gem Mint 10. So final 4 or 5 cards in this pile. We have the Rhyhorn from Legendary Collection, incredibly difficult to grade these cards due to the amount of hollow on it. You can see the firework pattern. I'm assuming there is a print line on there somewhere, because otherwise this card is minty. So that's a 9. We have one of the old PSA slabs here. Do you know what this is? It's an Sceptile EX from Lost Origins. Any guesses as to what this is? Of course, it's the Ancient Mew in a mint 9. See, not many pens I've got up for sale. Then have the Colaceon is it Regional Championships? City Championship, sorry. Crosshatch in a Mint 8. And the final card in this stack is Japanese. It is the Ancient Mew in a PSA 10. As I say, all of those are currently up on my eBay at the time of recording, so they can go away. So next up we have, which pile am I on next? We'll go with this one. This is a big stack. Now this is a set that I am actually trying to collect, the full set graded. It has been on the channel before. It is the Japanese web series. So first up we have Bulbasaur in a mint 9. Missing a lot of the big cards from this set. Nidoran in a 9. Mainly a mix of 9s and 10s that we have. There are a couple of lower grades. Venonat in a 10. Execute in a 9. Tangrowth in a 9. Some of the big cards from this set, such as the Charizard and the Misaki Gengar, are currently out on price range. Growlithe in an 8. I believe all of these, apart from 2, I think, are first editions, which are the less rare out of the 2 in this particular set. Charmeleon in a 9. Have the Vulpix also in a 9. Wartortle, shout out to Green Tea, in an 8. We then have Marill in a 10. Voltorb in a 9. Slowpoke also in a 9. Diglett in a 10. These cards aren't for sale currently. It is one of my long-term goals to get this set done. We have the Hitmonlee in a 10. The Bills Teleporter also in a 10. Pokédex in a 10. I seem to get the trainers in 10s, but the Pokemon are a bit more inconsistent. We have the Dark Ivysaur in a 9. Nidorino in a 9. Venomoth in a 10. We have the Executor in a 9. Darkweezing also in a 9. Now Max Revive got an 8, which is unusual for a trainer. That's just a mark on the sleeve, not on the card itself. Hyper Devolution Spray, back to the 10s on the trainers. I actually really like this trainer card with the Primeape coming out of the Pokeball. That one got a Gem Mint 10. Now moving into the rares. Nidoking with a 9. Now this is the worst of the lot. It is the Raichu, which only got a 5. Now, I'm not sure why it got a 5. I'm sure there's probably a dint or something in the card somewhere. But I just want the entire set, to be honest. worry about the grades later. Team Rocket's Meowth in a 9, and the final card from this pile is the Rockets Sneak Attack in a Near Mint to Mint 8. Okay, next up we have a stack of 25 cards. This is a complete set that got graded, and it's staying in my collection unless some crazy offer comes in, and that is the Japanese Detective Pikachu set. Now, any didn't do anything to just on the plastic bags. From storage we have the Bulbasaur in a 9, followed by another Bulbasaur in a Gem Mint 10. Now in English, some of these cards were promos. I have the Ludicolo in a Gem Mint 10. The Morlul, once again, Gem Mint 10. Now I packed all of these cards myself. Charmander in a 9. We have the ugliest / second ugliest Charizard card ever in a 9. And the other contender for that title is this one in a Gem Mint 10. Now my personal favourite card, well actually it's my second, the very last card we'll see is my favourite, but this Arcanine in a Gem Mint 10. Psyduck in a 10. A lot of the Pokemon look weird in the Detective Pikachu set. I think it's because they're realistic as opposed to cartoony. Another Psyduck in a 10. Then have the Magikarp in a 10. And up to the most disappointing card that I got graded in this set. We have the normal Greninja in a 9. Followed by the Greninja GX, which got an 8. That ruined the 9 and 10 run in the set. Then have the main guy himself, Detective Pikachu in a 9. Of course, everyone's favourite Pokemon, Mr. Mime, had to get a 10. So reflective. Okay, next up, Mewtwo in a Mint 9. The Mewtwo GX also got a Mint 9. Machamp, you got it, Mint 9. Good old Jigglypuff, bringing us back to the 10s. Snubbull, first of 3 cards featuring Snubbull actually. Got a Gem Mint 10, including the card that is my favourite in the set. The second one got a Mint 9. Final few cards from the set. We have Lickitung in a 9. Ditto also in a 9. Slacking in a 9. So the Charizard GX and this card that we're at see are the 2 main hitters in the set. The Detective Yoshida in a 10, so both the hitters got a 10. I'll just pop these away and we'll move on to the next pile. Okay, so these next few cards, well the next 4 cards are cards that are up for sale on eBay currently. And the rest of the cards from here on out are ones that I want to keep in my personal collection that aren't complete sets, etc. So the first one up is the Leafeon V Alt Art from Evolving Skies. As I say, these 4 are up for sale, but I do want to keep them. Flareon V from the collection box in a Gem Mint 10. Then we have the Jolteon, also from the premium collection boxes, in a Gem Mint 10. And last but by no means least, we have the Vaporeon V in a Gem Mint 10. As I say, I want those for my personal collection, but if anyone wants to pay the ridiculous price I've put them up for, I'm more than willing to sell. whereas the rest of them, unless I obtain them in better grades, these are all, or 95% of these are cards that I pulled myself, apart from this one, which is the lowest grade in the entire video. We have the Japanese Neo Discovery Umbreon in a very good 3. There is a dint in this card and the edge work is horrendous. Okay, so they do get better, the grades, as we go through. As you can see, this one is terribly off centre and it has got edge wear. It is the Umbreon EX from Fates Collide in an excellent to mint 6. That is then followed by the Umbreon Holo from Plasma Freeze, also in a 6. Not sure why that got 6. And then I believe we have the reverse holo version of the same card. We do, in a near mint to mint 7 that got slightly better grade. It only goes up from here. So we have the normal Umbreon EX from Fates Collide in a 7. That's followed by the Blackstar XY promo, also in a 7. I believe that's the last 7. We then have the reverse holo from Lost Thunder in an 8. You can probably see a trend, seeing that the Japanese cards in general got better grades than the English. We have All Night Party in an 8. So they're not necessarily actual Umbreon cards, but all the cards contain Umbreon. We have Oracle, see Umbreon in the left hand corner there, in an 8. Now this is a Japanese one. Are we out of the 8s? We're not, we're in the 8s. This is from Dark Rush in Japanese, in an 8. Back to the English, centering is way off on this one. Now it's the Alakazam EX, also from Fates Collide, as you can see Umbreon in the top corner. I think we should start to get into the 9s now. No, not yet. We have the Umbreon and Darkrai GX promo in an 8. It's hard to tell centering on some of the GX cards, to be honest. Obviously the back is easy enough to tell. Okay, we have the full art Umbreon GX from Sun and Moon base, followed by our first 9, the Evolving Skies Triple Blister promo. Okay, we then have our first of 2 non-cards. These are actually stickers. We have the Maromia Umbreon sticker in a PSA 9, which has actually moved to one side. That's slightly smaller than actual cards. Okay, next up we have the Rainbow GX from Sun and Moon base in a 9. And okay, we have the Karen promo in a 9. What have we got now? Okay, big one this one. It's not the holo, but Aquapolis in a PSA 9. Any vintage, it's a bit like Charizard, is worth a bit. This is a bit top heavy. So we have the Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery Umbreon V in a 9. Japanese. Okay, we have the Penny Secret Art Rare from, what's that? Shiny Treasure, I think? Oh, whichever set it is. Okay, last pile. Okie dokie, here goes nothing. Next up, Japanese once again. So we have the Karen promo but in Japanese in a 9. We have the Theme Deck Umbreon from Heart Gold Soul Silver Undaunted in a 9. The 10s are coming, don't worry. We have the Umbreon and Darkrai from Unified Minds in a 9. Japanese Umbreon and Darkrai. Now this didn't come out in English. In Japanese it was in the equivalent of, I can't remember what's that, but Tag Team GX All Stars. 10s must be about to start. Nope, we have the Umbreon VMAX Play promo, big card this, given in a 9, as is the next one, which is probably my favourite card in my entire collection. It is the Karen's Umbreon from Japanese VS, again another Japanese exclusive card. Now, I believe we are finally at the 10s. Japanese, yay! Umbreon VMAX Rainbow from EV Heroes in a 10. Now, is this the English version? It is. So the same card but from Evolving Skies in a 10. Penny from Paldean Fates in a 10. So the Japanese one was Shiny Treasure. Okay, next Japanese is the Unagaba in a 10. Why I keep saying in 10, because they're all going to be in 10s from now. We have the Umbreon Gold Star from Celebrations, followed by the Ruler of the Black Flame Umbreon in a 10. EV Heroes, this one I believe, yep, in a Gem 10, the V. It's the only problem with Japanese. There are a few sets such as VMAX Climax, which have the same artwork as EV Heroes. That also got a 10, and then as well as that was the starter deck. I think there's a couple of theme decks that had them in as well. Then have Obsidian Flames in the 10. The Obsidian Flames for this time with the stamp in a 10. Okay, this was the one that got a 9 in Unified Minds. In Japanese it was in a starter set. We got a 10. As you can see, quite a lot of the Japanese are getting 10s. It's GX from Moon. In Japanese it wasn't Sun and Moon, they did 2 separate sets to do to this current date, where a couple of Japanese sets make up an English set. Neo Discovery Umbreon in a PSA 10. Like 5 or 6 left to go. We have the Umbreon GX Shiny from Hidden Fates. I think this was my second ever graded card. Then we have, here it's in there somewhere, the Japanese 25th anniversary Umbreon Gold Star. 3 to go. We have the Umbreon V Whole Art from Evolving Skies. Unpopular opinion, but I prefer the artwork on this to the Moonbreon, which I have raw, but I haven't graded it yet, it's not in the best condition. We then have another sticker. This was given out in Pokemon Centres with certain purchases in Japan, so Gem Mint 10. There is a non-holo version of that as well. And the final card is the Umbreon V from VMAX Climax. Right, thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.